Blog Talk Radio.
What time is it?
WH Radio.
We are the best in the world at what we do.
Welcome back to WrestlingHeads Radio. It's me, Oscar. I'm going to have Matt and Tom joining me for a sec. But before we talk about Raw, I just want to make, you can see a little bit of announcement. I don't want to say it's a big announcement, but just to let you guys know, me and Skit, well, before I say that, I just want to say that I think you guys got the news that WrestleMania tickets will be going on sale on the 15th of this month, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So that means me and Skit are going up there to WrestleMania week at the Bay Area. So, yeah, me and Skit will be there, and we will let you know what event to attend. Of course, we're going to be at WrestleMania, but we're going to see if we're going to go to Ring of Honor, Evolve, Hall of Fame. Hell, we might go to Shine. Who knows? But we will get back to you on that. We'll make some announcements. So me and Skit's going to work on it. So many stuff's going on that week, but me and Skit's are going to be up at the Bay Area for 1 week. But now, joining me, I got Mr. Matthew Grant from the Weekly Wrestling Podcast with me. What's going on, Matt?
My third podcast here tonight. What's going on, man? Just got finished off the line with Tessa Blanchard and Leva Bates. Definitely check that out over on the Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Just wanted to show out a quick plug there.
Oh, Leva Bates. Oh, yeah. Man,
yeah, man.
Check that out. Check that out. We go off then.
Oh, yeah. Definitely check it out after we go off the air here with WrestlingHeads. Just wanted to join you on the show and say what's up. It's been a little bit of a long time. I felt like I was a regular for a little bit, and then, like the Mike and Tom show, I was just on there.
Hey, we still love you, man. You know, you're more than always come in here, bro. You're more than welcome, bro. So I had to give our listeners know that me and Skit are going to be up in WrestleMania week up there in the Bay Area. We're going to stay there for a week, so it's going to be fun out there. So, yeah, 6-hour drive.
Yeah, man.
Not right. So.
Yeah, I just saw they switched up the promotional material, too, and it looks like Daniel Bryan will be back around then, too. So that's also a great thing to see. Yeah,
hopefully we get to see him wrestle out there. If not, it's all good. We're going to have a great time, not just watching WWE. And, there's going to be Ring of Honor. It's going to be Evolve. We'll see. We could possibly an NXT takeover over there. Who knows, man? So, we're just going to see and hopefully we can let our listeners know what shows we're going to attend, because there's going to be so much wrestling. I'm going to be like, goddamn, man,
Oh, hell yeah, man.
All right.
I'll let you lead the show, though. Where you want to start off, man? It's been one hell of a week for wrestling.
Yeah, I guess we're going to start off what happened last night on Raw. The beginning of Raw started off with the Authority coming out, but not just the same old guys like Triple H, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Kane, the Stooges of 2014, talking about Jamie Noble and Joy Mercury, and Stephanie McMahon. Not Stephanie McMahon, not Stooge, but yeah, I just want to add them. Not just only that, but Vince McMahon came out with them. Shockingly return Vince McMahon. Basically, he just was there to join them, just to let them know that he was not happy with the Authority and doesn't like how Triple H and Stephanie run things. So he made a stipulation for that Team Authority versus Team Cena match at the Survivor Series, which is Team Authority loses. There are no longer the Authority, meaning Triple H and Stephanie don't have power to control Raw, SmackDown on a weekly basis. So, my question I want to ask you, Matt, what you think of this stipulation for Survivor Series with this Team Authority versus Team Cena?
It's bringing on the inevitable Triple H versus Vince McMahon feud that's been rumored for a couple of years now. I believe at this point we're going to be seeing Triple H versus The Rock at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around. I believe if Triple H and The Rock is going to happen, that means we're going to see Sting and Undertaker will happen at WrestleMania. I think Triple H wants to wrestle in WrestleMania, but it's just seeing what's the great opponent. So I think Sting will appear. I think if Taker can't go, then he wants to match with Triple H. But
hey, you want to know what's going to happen quicker than, or sorry, you want to know what's going to be after Sting debuting in WWE? I know this was a little trend on Twitter, I believe it was yesterday, due to the WWE Network being delayed in the UK.
Yeah.
Geez, that thing's never going to debut in the UK.
Yeah, I feel bad for our mates out there in the United Kingdom. We have listeners at the United Kingdom, so I feel bad for those guys. Hopefully,
seems like you guys are never going to get it, man.
I hope they do. I want them to get it. It's
almost as bad as us with not getting the full network up here in Canada, man. You guys are getting the full thing, and we're just getting this half-ass service. It's pretty crappy.
You guys still don't have the video on demand?
I don't believe so, no.
Damn, that sucks. Damn.
Yeah, WWE really dropping the ball with the network, in my opinion.
Damn, we gotta come to America just for like a few hours just to check out the whole video demand thing.
Hey, I'll be there this weekend.
All right. Yeah, just right. You're gonna be here this weekend. You've been coming out here a lot lately.
A little hint on something. January PWG, hint, wink, wink, wink.
Oh man, we'll talk
it's
about
happening.
the PWG later. Yeah. All right. But anyways, joining us now, I got somebody that wants to talk some wrestling with us, and Mr. WH Skids. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, brother?
Shit, here on break, real quick. Just 15 minutes, I can talk to y'all.
Yeah, I just made a little short announcement that me and you, Skids, are going to be at Bay Area during WrestleMania week. We're going to be there, but we'll see what shows we're going to attend out there. And plus, we just talked about the beginning of Raw, which I want to get your thoughts about this whole stipulation that Vince McMahon made up that if Team Authority loses to Team Cena, they will have, well, you can say the Authority will no longer be the Authority. What do you think of the stipulation?
Well, I don't know if it's good or bad, because I know this whole Authority thing has been going on since, Daniel Bryan's run on being the WWE champ, when they were trying to stop him from being a champ or whatnot. So I don't know if it's going to, what's going to be the change if they decide to end Authority, is who's going to be in charge? Vince McMahon? Or are we going to see him weekly? Or are we going to see a new GM? Hopefully not Hulk Hogan. I'm praying not. I don't know. That's like a big question mark. Like,
that's what Sting comes in for.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
No!
Oh, what about Ric Flair? No, I'm just playing. We're not TNA here. Come on, guys.
Yeah. I don't want to go the TNA route.
Yeah, I don't know what they got planned, but whatever it is, it better be good at the end of the day.
Like I said, I think it's going to be the whole Rock Triple H thing, but.
All right. Let's just move on to this whole Authority thing. I believe the first match of the night, if I'm not mistaken, was Dean Ambrose going against Cesaro, which there was a little interruption during that match with Bray Wyatt messing around with Dean Ambrose's head, doing this little weird eerie thing when he usually does. I don't know what lights went out, and then you see freaking Bray Wyatt rocking with the chair and all this stuff. More eerie things going on with Bray Wyatt. There was some blood in this match, you can say, but it got cut off, you want to say. It's weird the way they did it. But then, at the end of the day, Dean Ambrose won that match. I don't know if I want to say it was the best match of the night, but I don't know what you guys thought of that match. Starting with Matt, what were your thoughts of that Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro match?
First of all, it's kind of something outside the match. It's kind of cool to see the reaction Vince McMahon had for Dean Ambrose when he came out. I don't know if that's kind of a foreshadow or anything, but another thing is you can't really get annoyed with the Dean Ambrose and Cesaro match, but when it happens 3 times in 8 days, that is a little much.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like they tend to do something 1 week of Raw, and then something happened with SmackDown.
I mean, you can't
count
the match when Ambrose beat the dog shit out of him with a fucking mic. You can't count that match. That's not even a match. But the Trick or Treat match, I didn't get to see it. I did see clips. It looked like it was a pretty good match. I want to go back and check that out. And I think the match with Cesaro and Dean Ambrose this past Monday could have been, more longer. It could have been an actual match,
Seems like Cesaro's just getting buried, man. I hate to say it, but that's the case.
Yeah, it sucks, too. It really does.
I almost feel like...
And we all know, everybody knows that Cesaro's fucking good. We all know this. And we know Cesaro doesn't deserve this shit that he's, being treated like, I mean... I almost feel
like Cesaro would be better off in the Indies and have a Kings of Wrestling reunion and fucking have them take over the tag team division.
That's not a good idea. But
Jesus.
We'll see. About what's going to go down with Cesaro down the road, and this Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt feud looks very interesting. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, and
100% agree.
Yeah, one match I forgot that happened, but I believe the Usos went at it last night against. It
was Jimmy Uso. It was Jimmy Uso versus The Miz. I fast forward the match, so I had no thoughts.
Yeah. Hey, but there was Mizdow.
Hey.
Oh, it was great seeing the other Uso brother imitate Mizdow, which was obviously, mocking Miz. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Usos, I just want to throw it out there for those that watch SmackDown. The cage match, Stardust and Goldust versus the Usos in a cage match for the tag titles.
I'm glad you throw it for those who watch SmackDown, because I'm not sure there's many.
Question is, are we going to have the tag titles change hands at SmackDown? Because the Usos, they have not had the titles for maybe the past 2 pay-per-views.
I don't know.
I believe so.
Well, it's a good question because it seems like the Stardust and Goldust are doing something with the Matadores. I don't know if they're trying to have a.
That's not going nowhere. That's definitely not going nowhere.
I don't know.
They're fucking dropping those guys weekly.
Holy shit, guys! Christian's back.
But I heard about Christian coming back. Isn't Christian supposed to come back too, like SmackDown, something like that?
Yeah, something about the Peep Show.
I don't know about return, actually. If he returns in the ring, can he stay healthy? That's my question with Christian. That's always been our question with Christian. Can he stay healthy? Can he last 6 months? I don't know if he can or not.
Can he have one more match?
He keep asking that. Yeah, he keep asking that, and give him one match, and he gets hurt.
Pretty much.
But yeah. But anyways,
oh my God! If you guys don't deny the burial of Cesaro now, I'm not saying anything because Ryback beat him.
Oh no!
What, on main event?
No, on SmackDown.
You're spoiling for us, man.
Hey, who cares about Ryback? It's a squash match. Come on.
You act like you was gonna watch SmackDown now.
Hey, SmackDown been watchable lately. But
not when Cesaro gets squashed by Ryback. Come on.
That's what.
This Cesaro had to piss off somebody. This Cesaro has to.
I mean, I don't know if you heard Oscar, but he made a comment. Nobody wants to see John Cena and Randy Orton for the something time.
I think it was like the 500th time or something like that.
Yeah. So that's why he's not in good terms right now.
Yeah. And speaking about Ryback, he didn't have a squash match on Raw. He actually had I don't want to say okay, it was not a great match, but at least Titus O'Neil. O'Neil was actually doing something, at least, but then Ryback, of course, is going to get the win. He's going to get over, so. But one thing I like about Titus O'Neil, though, he's good in the mic. He's really good in the mic. I just don't know why you don't give him more mic time. I mean, he's really good in the mic. Just imagine him and The Rock doing something together in the mic. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's the best wrestler, but I don't know. Just put that out there. I really like Titus O'Neil's mic work. And I think we got somebody that's coming in all late for some reason. Maybe he's in New York City sucking somebody off. He just finished it off right now. Mr. Tom.
This has gotten really gay.
That was inappropriate, Oscar. This is a PG show. The kids are listening. The kids are listening, and you just, you tainted their ears for us.
Well, Tom, we're just talking about Raw right now. I hope you watch it, not Monday Night Football, because the New York Giants did not look good last night.
No,
Indianapolis Colts banged them.
So I watched Raw, and I watched, post-Raw, that match between Rusev and Sheamus. I don't know if you guys got to that yet.
I didn't watch it, but I definitely heard about it, though.
My Indianapolis Colts spanked those Giants. That's all I got to throw that in there.
Oh. Damn. All right. Damn. Tom was laughing there. But anyways, like I said, we're just still on Raw, in the middle of the Raw. But I guess his wish came true last night on Raw. It looks like we're going to see a program between AJ Lee and Nikki Bella. So
my wish never came true with that. I never wished on a part of
that. Well, you wanted Nikki Bella to stay within the title picture. You were hoping a Bella feud would do that, but it did not work at all.
No, but you know what? After seeing the Bella versus Bella match at Hell in a Cell, I mean, Nikki Bella's not bad in the ring. It's just that her and Brie are just annoying as hell on the mic, and they're terrible on the microphone. But if they can keep their promos to a minimum, I don't mind this feud.
So yeah, it looks like we might see a new feud going on. I mean, the past few months in the Diva title picture has just been mostly AJ and Paige. Now, I guess they're going to decide to have Paige stay away from the title picture and move on with Nikki now. So my hope is that I don't want Nikki to carry that title. I'd rather have AJ keep it around with that title.
Remember, Vince McMahon doesn't want nobody on Divas to win a title, so we already know AJ's going to still be your Divas champ.
Well,
so
You see, Skis, this is what on the show last week we were talking about. Is that really true? I think Tom said that he heard from Stephanie. That rumor is completely false. And plus, thinking about it, they're adding more divas.
Hold on, Tom. When did Stephanie tell you this?
I mean, I've heard conflicting reports. There's been reports, obviously that says that Vince McMahon, doesn't want any of the Divas and Total Divas to have the Divas title. But then Stephanie McMahon came out and said that rumor was false. But then people were saying, other divas were saying that Stephanie McMahon wasn't really telling the truth. So it's kind of going back and forth, and you don't really know, who to believe. And it's a weird thing because you would think that for a TV show you would want to see, obviously for Total Divas the main picture isn't the title, it's just the drama, the scripted drama that happens on the show. The title doesn't really do anything. But
who knows? We'll definitely see what happens because how all these reports are. But I'm still saying, just like my boy Orton said, Tamina Snuka's coming back and she's gonna get in AJ's ass. No homo. But I gotta go back, guys, to work. Follow me at Twitter, people. WN Skits. Peace.
And tell the Lakers to win a game for once, damn it. All right.
At least the actual good team that we're talking about here, the Miami Heat, are 3-0 and undefeated. Just saying, guys. All right, let's move on.
All right, screw the Heat. All right. Hey, at least the Lakers have 16 championships. But anyway.
Okay.
By the way, this is not a basketball show, because if it was a basketball show, we would kill you, because the Lakers, come on. All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, what you were saying, Tom, about the Total Divas, like, I don't, like I was going to tell Skits, I'm starting to get what you're telling, Tom, getting your side on this, because there's less divas that's not part of the Total Divas on the main roster right now that I can say that will be a future women's Divas champ. Like, there's an Emma, there's a Tamina Snuka, there's someone else in there, too, I'm trying to think of, but I just can't, it's hard to me to think that the Divas titles can only be passed around to, like, not even a handful of divas, you know. There's, you know what I'm saying, Layla. There's no, like, a freaking handful of divas that they're going to be passing the title with, you know. It's got to be more than that. And plus, those names, can they have a title run?
And it's such a shame, because it's like the Divas title doesn't even matter anymore. It's not even like a concern. It's a secondary thought. You know, their main thought for the Divas is getting them on Total Divas and, you know, producing that show and, you know, scripting content for that show. And it's, like I said, it's a shame that this is what the Divas have been reduced to, because, you know, there's talented divas on that roster, and, you know, we could be seeing some great feuds and some great matches, but, you know, this is what the Divas have been the past couple of years. They've been, you know, secondary.
Yeah, definitely. But the only good thing about Divas is that you can see how they look. They might be great in the ring, but I'm just like to see how them coming out, showing their butts and stuff. But anyways, also last night we had some sightings, you could say, of both Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. You can see a little vignette of Luke Harper, not just the ones that you've been seeing lately, but it's just a weird figure. There's an eyeball, and I think there was like worms or maggots around, and you can hear Luke Harper's voice in the background saying he needs to get his pieces back together or something like that. I don't know what that means, but pieces of you back together. But he's just repeating that message over and over again. Hopefully we'll get an answer for that. And also we saw Eric Rowan wearing that sheep mask again, playing with Renee Young's hair. So I don't know if this is leading to Eric Rowan stalking Renee Young, but interesting to see what these guys are going to do by themselves now. But just to put that out there, I don't know what you guys' thoughts. Starting with Matt, what's your thoughts of the whole Eric Rowan, Luke Harper thing going on?
The Eric Rowan thing really annoyed me. I felt like they made him a joke in one segment. I don't know whether you guys feel that way as well. I felt like he almost felt like a Festus-type character with that whole segment, but maybe they can recover from it. I don't know. I really felt annoyed. But the whole Luke Harper thing with his eyes and all that and saying, I have to put myself back together with pieces of you or something like that, it's really interesting to see where they're going with Luke Harper, and I'm really happy to see that they finally have some direction for these two. It feels like they've been lacking that ever since they've been involved with the Wyatt family. Just they've been the background while Bray Wyatt's always had something going on.
Damn, I don't know. That's some crazy stuff. Tom, what's your thoughts of those Luke Harper, Eric Rowan thing?
Well, the Luke Harper thing, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking the promos. You're getting, a really creepy, psychotic vibe from Luke Harper now. And you always kind of got that, but now it's kind of shining more through now that he's kind of going on his own. I can only hope that WWE does see something with him. I mean, I would have to think that Luke Harper is just one of, if not the best overall worker in WWE. I mean, he's really talented in the ring. I think he's underrated on the microphone. I don't think people give him enough, credit, because we haven't seen a lot of what Luke Harper can do on the microphone. But when he was on the microphone, he was doing great stuff. So I'm excited to see what they do with Harper. Rowan, I mean, it was really weird what they did last night, kind of doing that stalker little vibe. I don't know if they were just doing that just to kind of reintroduce him. I think Rowan's going to be more interesting to see what they do with him, like where they're going to place him on the card, what kind of character is he going to be in comparison to Harper. I don't think Rowan's kind of dead yet, but it's definitely going to be tougher for Rowan to kind of get over, because he's not as solid as a worker, and he's not as good on the mic as Harper.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest about the whole mic thing, I never really heard Eric Rowan in the mic. I only hear him say like a few words. That's about it. We never get to really see him get vocalized at all, Eric Rowan. I mean, we've seen Luke and Bray, but who knows if maybe WWE knows that he's not strong on the mic. Who knows? Well, we don't know why he never got the opportunity. But like you said, Tom, it's very interesting. We're going to see what Eric Rowan will do. So, very interesting. We'll see what happens next week on Raw, or maybe on SmackDown if you guys watch SmackDown. Maybe they'll do other more eerie things going on, and we'll probably figure out what this can be leading to. All right. Before the whole Sheamus versus Rusev thing happened, they both had matches on Raw, which Sheamus actually lost to one Tyson Kidd last night. I don't know if this means not been seen lately Tyson Kidd on Raw. Does that mean, is he done on NXT? Is he going to be on Raw more often? But he just got a victory over against Sheamus. But then Sheamus in the end gave him a bro kick, and that's about it. But then hopefully Tyson Kidd's going to be on Raw now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of like sick of seeing Tyson Kidd on NXT now. I just want him to stay in the main roster. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. I don't know about what you think. Tyson Kidd should stay in the main roster or continue on NXT?
Well, they actually have to have a direction for him to be on the main roster. I feel like the stuff he's doing in NXT, at least he's got somewhere to go with it instead of being quote unquote Natty's husband. It's quite annoying.
Yeah.
I get that part.
The thing is Tyson Kidd's run in NXT that he's had is the most enjoyable time that I've seen him in WWE, because like Matt said, he has direction. He got time on the microphone. He was cutting some good heel promos. And we got to see a lot more of what he can do in the ring. I think a lot of people know what Tyson Kidd can do in the ring and how talented he is, but we don't get to see that as much on the main roster because he's not going to get as much time as he would on NXT. So, in a way, I'm conflicted. I do want to see him on the main roster because I think he deserves to be on there, and I think he deserves the spotlight. But at the same time, the way that creative is on the main roster and how he's booked on the main roster, I mean, in a way, I kind of just wanted to see him down in NXT, with more mic time and, more storyline possibilities, and we get to see, more good matches out of him.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens with Tyson Kidd in NXT. So, or in Raw. So let's just see if this is something that we're gonna enjoy. So we'll see what happens. But now that we got Sheamus out the way, we're gonna go with Rusev. Rusev had a match with one of gets his favorite, what's his name? Zack Ryder.
ACH?
Hey, before ACH, he was all over Zack Ryder, just to let you know that. If you look at past WrestlingHeads, he was all over Zack Ryder. But Zack Ryder's signing was there last night. But then again, he got squashed by Rusev. And Rusev squashed Zack Ryder, and that's pretty much it. And Rusev grabbed the mic, and he was saying that, he was going to take the title from Sheamus later on, and he was going to become the next U.S. champ, blah, blah, blah. And then you got Sheamus coming out and, trying to be the hero, trying to be the big man, saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to fight for the title. And they didn't really go at it, but basically that was pretty much what it is. Previewing for the network exclusive match for later on that night, so we will get to that a little later. And also, see what else will happen on Raw. I hope I don't miss anything. Nothing too important, but that's pretty much about it. So, oh yeah, Randy Orton backstage went to Triple H. He told him that he wants a match with Seth Rollins. Triple H wants, basically he wants them to get along because they want to be teammates for Team Authority against Team Cena. But then Triple H told him in order to do that, he'll give them a match, but after whatever they're done with, just finish what your prom is. You guys prom together, and then hopefully they get together and have be teammates for Survior Series. Basically, that's what it is. They just want to squash the beef type thing, and that was going to be the main event later on tonight. But anyways, but before that, Dolph Ziggler had a match. I guess Triple H made him defend the Intercontinental title against Seth Rollins. But before all that, Triple H trying to convince Dolph Ziggler out of Team Cena, because it looks like it's been official that Dolph Ziggler is, I guess, a member of Team Cena. But then, basically, Triple H is trying to get him out of there, trying to get him to say, like, if Cena wins, it's going to be all because of Cena, not because of you. You're just going to be, an afterthought. And I guess Dolph Ziggler didn't really care what he said, so basically all he wanted is Triple H lose power, and that's about it. So they had a match, Seth Rollins and Ziggler, and which to my mind, it was the best match of the night. But then Randy Orton cost Seth Rollins the Intercontinental title. You can say Seth Rollins won by DQ due to the RKO. So that pretty much led to the backstage thing and the whole, the match is going to happen later on between the two. But I'm going to ask you guys your thoughts of the Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler match. What do you guys thought? You guys thought it was the match of the night? Because I think it was. I'm going to start with Matt on there.
I definitely thought it was a match of the night. Again, a little bit of criticism towards it. If Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank and he has a guaranteed title shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, then why exactly is he wasting his time on the Intercontinental Champion? I get maybe it adds a little bit of prestige to the Intercontinental title. It just, I don't know, kind of devalued Rollins in my eyes. Maybe that's just the way I'm looking at it.
Interesting.
I didn't look at it as devaluing Rollins. The way I looked at it, and maybe I'm alone on this, I kind of looked at it as the Authority is trying to kind of take over now, and they're trying to take things from the rest of the roster. So they wanted to take the Intercontinental title off of Dolph Ziggler because it would have, kind of hurt Dolph Ziggler or kind of crushed him and been a big momentum blow to Dolph Ziggler. And then, the Authority starts taking over and starts, getting all the titles off of people that they don't want. That's the way I kind of looked at it. Match-wise, I thought it was a great match, obviously. Two great workers, so I didn't expect nothing less.
Yeah, definitely. we'll see what's going on with Team Authority and Team Cena, who will be new members, but we're getting ideas who's going to be the next members of Team Authority. For example, last week, we all saw that Mark Henry backstabbed the Big Show, and they put him in a match today, and then pretty much it ended with Mark Henry destroying the Big Show. Big Show won by DQ because I think Mark Henry hit him with a chair. But then in the end, Mark Henry destroyed the Big Show. He did the World's Strongest Slam on top of the steps, and then Big Show landed on his back. And then they're showing backstage that Triple H definitely liked what they see in Mark Henry. Maybe they want him to be want him in the team. So probably Mark Henry would be a Team Authority in that team possibly. So yeah, they were showing Mark Henry, and that went on. I don't know. I guess you guys don't have thoughts of that. It was not a great match to begin with. Between the two guys are still in part of the Attitude Era. Still going at it. And also they were showing backstage with Rusev and Stephanie. I guess Stephanie wants to have Rusev in the Team Authority. So I guess Lana said it's going to be. Oh, she said she'll get back to them about it. So we'll see what happens. But my question to both of you guys: what are you guys' thoughts of Rusev and Mark Henry possibly joining Team Authority for Survivor Series?
I feel like that could be a bad thing, especially if the rumors are true and Authority is going to take the loss. You don't really want Rusev to take his first technical loss at the hands of the Authority, really.
Yeah, I agree with you, because to me, I don't know right now. We'll get the Survivor Series predictions in a few weeks, but to me, if the Authority loses this match, then what's next? What's next to Authority, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but if Team Cena wins, because if there's going to be some new GM, somebody who has the authority to do something else, I don't know. I don't know. But Tom, what you think of the Mark Henry and Rusev possibly joining Team Authority?
Yeah, I mean, like Matt said, it would be weird to have Rusev on that team and then take his first loss in the Survivor Series match if the Authority loses. And as far as Mark Henry, I mean, I don't really care. It's just as soon as I saw Mark Henry kind of turn on Big Show, I kind of figured that Mark Henry and Big Show were going to join the respective teams. And, I mean, I just don't really care about either one of them joining Team Cena or Team Authority. I mean,
getting involved in random storylines. That's what I do.
I couldn't care less about whatever's going on between them.
Yeah. Yeah, because and also I forgot to mention that before that match with Mark Henry and Big Show, it seems like the Big Show could be joining Team Cena as well. I don't know. And then interesting, who is going to be the other two joining Cena? We'll see what happens, but maybe a name that I might mention later on could be part of it. But I guess I'm going to get to the main event now. I'm just trying to think something else that I hope I didn't miss.
Could I throw something out there, just a possible name? Because I feel like he's going to be due back anytime soon, and that's Bad News Barrett.
Bad News Barrett joining Team Cena?
I could see it. I mean, he had the momentum going as a face, and I feel like bringing him back as a face, putting him on that team, putting him in a prominent role, why not?
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Now that you mention that, I can see that. That's actually a really good point. I think you have to bring Barrett back as a face. I think people are going to get behind him anyway. If you bring him back as a heel, people are still going to get behind him. So you might as well just bring him back as a face, and it's just another good talent that you could put at the top of the card.
Just hope that people don't turn on him, that's all. Michael Elgin effect.
Damn. Yeah. Well, before I talk to me, I just want to say something to Tom. Tom, I want to hear Tom's thoughts of this. Tom, what's your thoughts of Bo Dallas is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks? I know you're a Bo Dallas, Mark. What's your thoughts, man?
I'm disappointed.
You know why?
It's a shame.
Because Bo didn't believe, man. That's all.
Oh.
No, it was his foot didn't believe. But see, this is the problem: is somebody like this gets injured, and WWE has the perfect opportunity to fill time during Raw. You could film promos of him, trying to recover, and he's still believing, and he's being the kind of person that he was in NXT. But it seems like WWE just doesn't care. Like, it would be a way to fill up time on Raw and to do some funny segments, but it's like an afterthought. Or WWE creative just can't think of it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know what? I can actually see that now when you mention that. I can probably see that happening now. Bringing in Bo Dallas, doing little mic work, saying, Bo, leave, I'll be back in a few weeks. Just don't worry, my believers. I'll be back or some shit like that. And Tom, you should have believed on the New York Giants last night, man. So because I believe the Lakers will win a game for once this season. Anything. And all you Raider fans that's listening, you should believe the Raiders should win a game this season. So yeah. Anyways, main event. Randy Orton took on Seth Rollins, and it was an alright match, you can say, but Seth Rollins won from a reversal. It was pretty much he pushed the RKO and he reversed to a pin, and that was pretty much how Seth Rollins beat Randy. It was an alright match, alright, but nothing. It didn't top Seth and Dolph, but interesting right here in the end that Triple H trying to make or kiss and make up with Seth Rollins. So what Randy Orton did, he shook hands with the Stooges and Kane, but then he did shook Seth Rollins' hand, but he just said, I'm sorry for this, and he just gave him an RKO, and then I guess the Stooges and Kane did attack him. He fought him back. Triple H trying to calm him down. He didn't attack him, but then Randy was pretty much arguing with Triple H, saying, what would you would have done? What would you would have done? And all this stuff. And then Randy kind of sort of pushed Triple H out with his shoulder, and then Triple H trying to pull him back, and then Randy Orton just popped him in the face, and then you have the rest of the Authority just pretty much jumped Orton right there, and then there was a point that Triple H felt like he felt bad. He didn't want to finish it, but then Stephanie kind of made him finish it. So Triple H told the rest of the guys, all right, finish it. And interesting is it's sort of kind of like when Seth Rollins put Dean Ambrose out, how he did the curve stop on those bricks. Well, Randy Orton was already busted open during the attack from the Authority, and then he put his hand against that steel steps. He did the curve stop on him, and his head hit the steel step with blood pouring down his face, and that's how you end Raw. And my questions for all you guys: what's your guys' thoughts of Randy Orton no longer part of Authority, and where's this leading up to? Because you're hearing rumors that he could be the next member for Team Cena, or he's getting time off doing. He's supposed to be shooting a film, The Command 2, I guess. So I'm gonna start with Matt here. Matt, what's your thoughts on Randy Orton's you could say face turn now?
It's the perfect thing because I believe that Survivor Series takes place in St. Louis, which, if you guys don't know, the hometown of Randy Orton. So it's the perfect place to bring him back and complete the face turn that you've already started.
Okay. Interesting there. Interesting. Tom, what's your thoughts of this whole Randy Orton thing going on?
I liked it. I liked what they did last night. And see, this is what I also liked was Randy Orton getting busted open. You know, this is a time where blood does add to the moment. You know, Randy Orton's getting busted open. He's getting destroyed by the Authority. It just added so much more story to what was happening last night. So I enjoyed it. I don't mind Orton going face. I'm just worried about what is his character going to be like for the future. I mean, the last time I can remember Orton being face, his character it was stale. There was nothing about it. It was kind of like Sheamus and Cena, where there was no depth to it. It was just the good guy comes in, beats the bad guy, and then that's it. And you need substance, you know, whether you're a face or a heel. And it's just, that's what I'm worried about. And I enjoy Orton much more as a heel. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with Orton going down the line. It'll be interesting to see where they put him, what feuds he could possibly be in. So, I guess we'll just have to see what happens and see how WWE treats him.
Yeah, definitely. But before we end Raw talk, I just want to mention that last night they had an exclusive match for the WWE Network that you had Rusev going against Sheamus for the U.S. title, which was match was like, it wasn't terrible, but.
And how much did you pay for that WWE Network, Oscar?
$9.99, of course. Which I did turn on the WWE Network to check out this match, and yes, Rusev did defeat Sheamus, and now Rusev is your new United States champion, which me and Skip predicted will happen a few months ago, that Rusev will become U.S. champion. And he is the new United States champion. So, Matt, I want to ask you, what's your thoughts? Rusev is your new United States champion. You're not American, but still, he's your United States champion.
Yeah, Rusev, the United States champion. I like it. I'm just very confused as to the fact of who's going to dethrone him.
That's interesting. Maybe.
I mean, the only people I can see dethroning Rusev is either Roman Reigns or John Cena.
I was thinking John Cena as well. I feel like John Cena, adding him to that division would give prestige to the championship. It would give prestige to Rusev. It would give prestige to the mid-card division again. Just in general, it would be prestigious to have Cena against Rusev for the United States championship. It's not going to happen, but it'd be prestigious to have it happen.
Yeah, it will be very prestigious. But
what about Swagger?
Fuck it. Swagger? How about Baron Corbin? Because I know Tom likes Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin from NXT.
I mean, Baron Corbin is good, and I'm liking what he's doing in NXT, but you wouldn't have a guy like Baron Corbin. I think he's going to be down in NXT still for a good amount of time. And even when they do bring him up, I still think they're going to bring him up as a monster heel. So I don't think Baron Corbin would do it. I mean, it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, where they bring Rusev, and when the time comes, whoever dethrones him, where do you go from there? You know, you have to, I think that's going to be the toughest thing, is going past whoever finally beats Rusev.
We will deciding how long it's good to have Rusev hold the title before it gets to be too much.
Very interesting. We'll see what happens. Maybe that rumor WrestleMania match in Cena and Rusev will happen. But, yeah, we'll just see what happens. But I think we should take a little commercial break, a short one. But then before I go on commercial break, after we go on commercial break, I'm going to be asking Tom of a name change of his former, or not former, but one of his favorite wrestlers is getting. So we'll be right back.
Four Corners Radio is the home for the best professional wrestling and independent wrestling, discussions and coverage. Billy, Ant, Martin, and Sam bring you three of the best podcasts every week. The Four Corners Raw Roundtable, the Indie Project, and the Saturday Freestyle. Along with the podcast, FourCornersWrestling.com is designed with all wrestling fans in mind. Feature articles, videos, the weekly shows, and much more. Four Corners and WrestlingHeads are teaming up to bring you wrestling's next revolution. Are you ready?
Yes, we're back on WrestlingHeads Radio, and yes, we are ready. And Tom, are you ready for me to ask you this question about one of your favorites?
I already know what you're going to ask, but go right ahead.
Hold on. And I think Tom likes this guy. He actually has not Tom. Matt also likes this guy. He has pictures of him on his Instagram and stuff. So, yeah. But Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen, is getting reported that his new name is going to be Kevin Owens. And I also read a report today that he was already filming vignettes and other footage that's possibly going to lead him to a debut at NXT TakeOver on December the 11th. So, Tom, your thoughts of Steen's new name is Kevin Owens?
I don't mind it. You know, it's obviously his last name is paying homage to his son, Owen Steen, and his favorite wrestler, Owen Hart. So I don't mind the name. Obviously, we get so accustomed to, you know, fight Steen, fight, and kill Steen, kill, that it just kind of rolls off the tongue. And when you say, you know, kill Owens, kill, or fight Owens, fight, it doesn't roll off the tongue, kind of the same. But,
yeah,
you know, like I said before, the name to me isn't as important as what they do with the person. You know, for all I care, his name could have been, you know, something completely different. They could have completely changed his name to something that doesn't even have any resemblance to his old name. And I wouldn't care as long as they just used him right, they put him in some good storylines, and they, you know, push him to his full potential, which I think most of us know what he can do on the mic and in the ring.
Yeah. I'm hoping on his debut, he comes out, well, Bull Dempsey comes out, does an open challenge to anybody, and it's Kevin Owens, and he comes out and destroy him. That's what I want to see in his debut. So hopefully that happens. But, Matt, what's your thoughts of Kevin Steen's new name, Kevin Owens?
Like Tom was just saying, it's the perfect thing. I feel like for the past little while, they've been trying so hard to rid the old identity of whoever they're signing. You know, obviously they had Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, they had Kenta, Hito Itami, and now they're giving Kevin Steen at least a little bit of a leisure, I would have to say, because I feel like fans are going to know him. For one thing, a lot of people know his son, Owen, obviously from the Weekend Escapades that he used to do. So that's going to be a little bit of an advantage. People are going to know a little bit of background history already on where his name came from. It's just a really cool thing. I'm really happy with what they're doing with Steen, and hopefully it all works out.
Yeah, Canada's own Kevin Steen. Hopefully you have a successful career like another Canadian wrestler named Bret the Hitman Hart. So hopefully you have that. And Tom, he's not doing the package power driver, trust me.
I still say that one day, even if it's on his last day in WWE, he does one package pile driver once in his WWE career.
Tom, you be grabbing your own package before he does a package power driver in WWE. I'm sorry, man.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But anyways, you can keep on dreaming. That ain't gonna happen. But anyways, let's get a WWE talk out the way. But Tom and Matt, I have a question for you guys. Did you guys check out Lucha Underground last week? I'm sure Tom did.
I did.
I'll be 100% honest. I have not got around to watching it yet. After what I heard from Ricochet, though, I'm definitely going to be all over that once I get the opportunity. Probably tonight if I get the chance.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I attend the tapings. Trust me, it's great. Every time I attend the tapings, the show gets better and better. So you should check it out, bro. It's great.
I enjoyed it. You know, obviously I didn't expect too much because it was the first episode. You know, I don't expect it to be the best show that they're going to put on because they're just kind of introducing a lot of the things to us. But I liked the style that they were doing. You know, I liked the main boss, you know, Cueto. I thought he's a great character to put in there. And I think wrestling fans are kind of sick of all the, you know, authority angles and authority figures. But I think that Cueto kind of plays his role differently. And, you know, he's all about bringing, you know, prestige to the temple. So I like that. You know, obviously Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo was very excellent main event. We know what those two guys can do. Two great talents. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen, you know, the next couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I to me right now, it might start getting rolling. Not the next episode tomorrow night, but the weekend after when they start bringing more lucha guys like Aerostar and you know, Mascarita Segura, all those guys. You'll see more of those guys. Petacon Jr. You know, more of those lucha these guys. Drago. The show's gonna get more interesting, and you're gonna like that. Also, Tom, you've seen familiar faces. You've seen guys like Chavo Guerrero in there, and you probably heard of Blue Demon Jr. You know, he's a Mexican legend down there in Mexico. I'm sure you love Sexy Star. But the thing about Sexy Star, now I'm hearing that people want to see a Sexy Star Candice LeRae match down the road. So maybe because they're so similarly, those two are always wrestling against men, like in PWG, Candice LeRae going against men. So, so I'm glad you're enjoying the product. Matt, you got to check it out. And, you got to do it. And what's your thoughts of the ending of the show, Tom?
You know, I thought it was good. The only thing that I really didn't enjoy about the show was Vampiro on commentary. I just didn't really like the role that he was in. He wasn't really adding much to what Matt Striker was doing. I didn't like Vampiro in that role. It was good to see Matt Striker, though. But there were points where Matt Striker would just kind of, like, stop out of nowhere, and there would be, like, an awkward pause, you know, for a few moments. And I didn't really like that. But overall, we know Matt Striker is a good commentator, so I didn't really look into that too much. But I didn't like Vampiro, though.
You know what, Matt? Not Matt. Tom? Sorry about that. I actually watched Lucha Underground in Spanish the other day on Sunday, and you know what's funny? That Vampiro actually does commentating better in Spanish than English because he feels like he's more into it. He does it with he's joined with Hugo. They used to work in WWE. Fat dude, the fat guy in Spanish. Those guys have more chemistry together than he does with Stryker. So I don't know. It just feels weird right there. I don't know what happened with this commentary in the first episode, but I hope it got better down the line. But it was just weird how Vampiro shows his reaction when Cholo, now he's known as Mr. Cisco. He's gonna kill me if I don't say Mr. Cisco. And Cortez, I forgot his name again. Castro Cortez. And,
I have a question that just popped up. If his name's Mr. Cisco, does he come out to the thong song?
No, he does not come to the thong song. But anyways, when those three guys jumped him, he didn't have a reaction like whoa, dog, who are these guys? Like, come on, man, you shouldn't be like, who the heck are these guys? You gotta put your voice up loud. Come on, man. So, I don't know, but he did that in the Spanish version of it. But it's that Hugo shows more energy in the commentating booth. He's almost like Jim Ross, you know, when Jim Ross reacts when someone's coming in and jumping somebody, like, and he's about to lose his voice. Hugo does the same thing. So, basically, hope that Pierce commentating does do what down in a few weeks. But Matt, you gotta check it out, bro. Trust me, check it out. Go if you want, go on YouTube or something. Just check out the whole episode. And even Tom,
I definitely plan on checking it out. And I've heard from what Tom's comments. I've heard that Vampiro's commentary isn't that great. So I'm not really looking forward to that portion of the stuff, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the wrestling portion of it and seeing what they offer differently compared to other products.
Yeah, definitely. And and hopefully maybe you're gonna end up buying a Sexy Star poster. But anyways, we got a caller online on here. Hold on a second. 337, you're live on WrestlingHeads Radio. Who's speaking?
Suck a fucking dick, you fucking pussy.
The fuck you then, motherfucker.
Fuck you, you fucking pussy-ass nigga.
Go fuck yourself. All right. What the fuck was that?
All right, then.
Yeah.
It's a live
Whatever.
show. You always have to have the dickhead callers. Always.
Yeah, you always gonna get the dickhead callers. I remember with someone calling mostly that CM Punk gave him a hand job, so it's all right. We had racial slurs against kids before. We had them all, you know. It's all good. But anyways, thanks for calling, you fucking faggot. Anyways, I'm gonna look up where 337 is. Hopefully you don't see me out there. All right. Anyways, Lucha Underground, check it out. There's something that me and Tom never discussed on this show, but it's been old news, but we still gotta freaking talk about it. But PWG just announced their full card like 2 weeks ago. We should get to that, by the way. But we know matches that's going to happen. We know the main event's going to be Kyle O'Reilly going against Ricochet. And we also know that the Young Bucks are going to be going against Matt Sydal and Chris Sabin. But, and also there's the 4-way that we know about as well. But I want to know your thoughts of this match. Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, now known as The Addiction, going against the world's cutest tag team for the PWG tag titles. Starting with you, Matt, what's your guys' thoughts of that match?
The Addiction's losing?
You think The Addiction's losing? Wow. Just like that.
Hell yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the matchup, but I don't see the Addiction taking the titles off of the world's cutest tag team right now.
Damn it. Man, you guys got my hope. You put my hopes down. Damn you guys. But yeah,
it's still going to be a really good match. I don't doubt that, but
yeah. All right. Let me see what else is supposed to be announced. They also announced that Bobby Fish was taking on Roderick Strong here. Matt, what's your thoughts of that one? Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong.
Kind of weird to see the former number one contender get so devalued in one show. Not saying Bobby Fish is a bad competitor and all, but just seems like Roderick Strong went from the main event right to the mid card right away. I don't know. Should be an interesting match regardless. It's just kind of interesting to see the booking of Roderick Strong by PWG.
I think this is going to be leading to something like, I think it's still continuing on because we're at the last show. He attacked Rick Knox. He attacked Kyle O'Reilly after the match. So now that we all know in the PWG world, you can say, we all know him and Bobby Fish are good friends, so this is leading from here. Maybe another Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly match might happen in PWG, but this is leading something here. So before we move on, Tom, what's your thoughts of this Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong match?
It's an interesting matchup, actually. I like it. It's definitely interesting, though. Like Matt said, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Roddy now. Like, are they going to just keep him being, this complete dick of a heel? Are they going to make him do something to Bobby Fish after the match that, pisses off Kyle O'Reilly even more? It should be interesting. But, from a match point-wise, I think it's going to be a very good match.
Interesting. So we'll see what happens in that. Cedric Alexander is going to be going against Adam Cole, baby. Matt, what you think of this match?
First of all, filling Skits' spot very well there with the Adam Cole baby. But Cedric Alexander and Adam Cole, two of the very best in the world going at it. PWG's got a treat ahead of them there. I feel like Cedric's going over, man. Cole's been on a fucking losing streak as of late.
Yeah, man. Cole been had him in the losing streak in PWG. What's up with that? But maybe he's leading to something. But yeah, Tom, what you think of this Cedric and Adam Cole match?
I like it. I like the matchup. I think these two are going to mesh really well in the PWG environment. And it's very interesting that Adam Cole has been on a losing streak. That may continue, and it could build to something where Adam Cole just completely snaps, because we've seen a little bit of a kind of a dark side of Adam Cole in PWG, but not really. He's always kind of goofy, and he's telling people to suck his dick, and he's doing all this, but we haven't seen like a ruthless Adam Cole just go out there and just pummel somebody because he's so angry, because he's always so cocky and confident. So this could lead to a different side of Adam Cole that, we haven't seen before.
All right. We'll see what happens. We'll see if your wish comes true. You see a different side of Adam Cole. But, we'll see who stands. We'll give our predictions in a few weeks. All right. Trevor Lee will be going against Chris Hero. Trevor Lee going against another veteran. So, Matt, what's your thoughts of this match?
Trevor Lee's going over.
All right. And will Chris Hero will he look more bigger, or will he be in better shape?
See, this is where I'm hoping, honestly. I hope Hero looks better, but I have this funny feeling that he's just gonna look even worse.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've seen some pictures on Twitter from him in Japan right now. He's over in Noah, and he kind of looks the same. He doesn't look worse, but he doesn't look better. But I will say, one thing that made Chris Hero look bigger was the beard. And I know it's something weird to say, but when he trims down that beard, he does look a little bit better. He doesn't have that big scraggly beard when he just kind of trims it down, and he just kind of has that flat kind of, beard going around. He looks better. But, I think Trevor Lee gets another victory over another veteran. He keeps his momentum going. I mean, everybody, 2014, nobody knew who Trevor Lee was at the beginning of the year. Unless you followed, CWS Mid-Atlantic pretty religiously, you might have known who he was. But for the most part, a lot of people didn't know who he was, and he just made one of the biggest impacts, in such a short span that I can remember.
And I'm going to say this to say it on record. He's turning heel in 2015 in PWG just because it's going to happen.
I mean, don't you think he's already a little bit heel because he's beaten all the veterans, all the PWG favorites, kind of? I wouldn't say he's, a face. I just think people like him,
Yeah. Fair enough. I feel like full-fledged heel, almost like Adam Cole did when he first turned heel. I feel like that's what we're going to see come 2015 for Trevor Lee.
Yeah,
interesting.
Trevor Lee said he was getting out into other companies now. He was in CZW. He was in Chikara only about a couple weeks ago. He's
just talking with promoters.
And I think a lot of people are just realizing the talent that Trevor Lee has, and I can't even remember the last time someone made an impact in such a short amount of time.
Honestly,
their name is just buzzing.
Just talking with the promoters up here in Canada, I know he's a lot of people are interested in him up here as well, and I feel like for a while people were talking about Roderick Strong being that guy to join Mount Rushmore. I almost feel like Trevor Lee's going to be the guy to join Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, definitely.
That's interesting.
Just my point of view, but we'll see where time brings us.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Interesting when you say he's going to turn heel. If he turns heel, that would be like a big dick move, dude.
Yeah. I think what they should do with Trevor Lee is if they want to make him the ultimate heel, they need to have him just completely disrespect PWG. I mean, he needs to go out there and, cut a promo about Excalibur and how all these guys in PWG don't compare to him, and he just doesn't cut. He says, even the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, they're not on my level, and they've been in PWG for years. And he says, I beat Kevin Steen, and he's not even here anymore. Something along those lines. Get him some real heat.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be some great crazy-ass shit if that happens. But we'll see what time will tell, We'll see him in 2015. If not, then somebody got to, piss on Matt for saying that. But, see what happens.
I don't know if you're into that Ray J stuff, Oscar, but I'm not into people pissing on me.
I don't know. I don't listen to reggae, so I don't know. Anyways, the last match he announced, Trent will be making his return to PWG to team up with his best friend, Chuck Taylor, and Johnny Gargano to take on Rich Swann, AR Fox, and ACH. So, Matt, what's your thoughts of this six-man tag?
One thing to say, great to see Trent back so early. Talking with him a couple weeks ago, he's back way before he's supposed to be, but he feels he's good to go. So, PWG, hope you're ready to see the return of the trench coat man.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, we're going to see some... Because, it's funny, out there when the best friend comes out, they I forgot that name, it's that big song, and they come out that music, that big song from the 90s, Walk 1,000 Miles, that shit, and,
okay.
And, yeah, that song back in the 90s, I don't know the name of the group, sorry about that, but they're like one-hit wonders, and of course, you all know about, the crowd out there, they out there singing the damn song, and also, Rich Swann coming out all night long, all night.
I've been experienced to that before at Smash Wrestling, and man, that is something real special to be a part of.
Come to PWG. You'll be way different. Trust me. Come to PWG. Come on, look. They even sang Backstreet Boys. Come on.
Hey, it's happening sooner than later. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thinking about that, is this something you're making an announcement here? Is this saying you're going to be at DDT4?
It's, as far as I'm going to say now, for what I'm asking for Christmas is a flight out to California. So let's just put that out there and see where we're going to go from here.
Man, if you come down here, we'll welcome you with open arms. We'll be like, welcome to Reseda, California. And enjoy. Get ready to see some PWG. Tom, I don't know why I'm getting your guys' name confused. You guys' name does not sound alike for some reason. It's not like Matt's name is Jerry and your name is Tom, but Dom, you're invited too. You could come down here too. You know, DET4. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Because I already said in the beginning of the show, me and Skip are going to the Bay Area for WrestleMania week. So I hope you come down here for PWG, man.
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
I'm trying to say, oh, maybe we'll be there.
Yeah.
Maybe I will not be there. He's trying to put question marks in our heads, you know?
He's being cryptic, but there's something else I want to throw out there while we're got a couple minutes to just chill out plugs. We're going to be in Chicago for Marionette Park, Illinois for AAW this weekend, so I just wanted to throw that out there, making our return to your guys' soil, the U.S. soil.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you like the U.S. soil.
I love your guys' prices. Your guys' prices fucking rock.
Yeah.
Well, how much are charging you out there?
Man, stuff's so expensive out here. Coming to the States and seeing your guys' prices is just absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you guys also get free health care, so.
It's not so free.
It's probably way less expensive than taking a trip to the hospital here.
Fair enough.
Yes, well, since we're on, let's talk about AAW this weekend since we have you on. I know usually we wait until more the middle of the week, but I know Monsters Rage is going to be a big event.
Oh, man, it's going to be something else. The big match coming out of that show, obviously, the Wolves return to AAW. Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards, they return to take on my boys, the Monster Mafia, Ethan Page, and Josh Alexander. That one's going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a great match. I mean, Jesus. I mean, and then you also have Michael Elgin taking on Chris Sabin.
Yes, you have Michael Elgin taking on Chris Sabin. You also have the AAW heavyweight championship on the line, as you have the new champion Eddie Kingston defending against the old champion and Shane Hollister.
Yeah,
crazy.
Sounds like a good event going on this weekend.
AEW Heritage Championship, Heidi Lovelace against Christian Faith. The tag titles are on the line in a three-way. Yeah, it's just a stacked card from AEW this weekend. And then on Sunday, I'm at Squared Circle Live, and it's Michael Elgin versus Matt Sydal for the main event. So I'm seeing a lot of Elgin this weekend.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing I want to ask you something, Matt. I see the Windy City Classic is presented by AEW. I see a Jimmy Jacobs versus Alex Shelley match there.
That is correct. Yes, it will be Jimmy Jacobs against Alex Shelley when AAW returns to the Berwyn Eagles Club at the end of the month. Yeah, that one's going to be really good. And I know they're not really technically doing a double shot, but in that weekend as well is AIW returning with Hell on Earth. So definitely suggest checking them out as well.
Yeah, November, a big month, you know, for a lot of good independent shows. I mean, yes, of course, up in Canada, Smash Wrestling.
And shilling the plugs, I have to. This past Sunday, too, Alpha One Wrestling, man. Go out of your way to catch Final Act 5 and Josh Alexander versus Ricochet.
Yeah, and I heard that that women's ladder match was something else.
Oh, man. Try calling it.
I bet you were marking out.
Oh, a little bit. But yeah, Sleazy and Jasmine too, man. Canada's doing something special. You guys got something special going on there. The independent scene in general is just special.
Yeah. And I mean, you just take a look at, you know, the month of November alone. You know, we just talked about AAW. Of course, AAW has a huge event going on at the end of the month, which I'm sure we'll talk about as it gets closer. And then, of course, Beyond Wrestling returns at the end of the month, and they have couple of shows toward the end of the month, a couple big shows going on. I mean, it's just crazy how stacked the end of November is going to be for independent wrestling.
Oh, man, that Smash Wrestling show as well. I know you said Smash, but, man, that show's going to be crazy. Headlined by the whole Drew Gulak and Biff Busick debuted against the Young Bucks. That's going to be real special.
Yeah, definitely. Going back to the AIW show, the Hell on Earth, I see that your boy, Ethan Page, going to be going against Eddie Kingston on
Eddie
that show.
Kingston in a dog collar match.
Yes, dog collar match. I see that. And, it's funny, one of our writers, RH Code, said that I believe it's the same show when EC3 is actually going to appear, that he's going to go in against Gargano on that show.
Yep, and Rockstar Spud's also on the show against Marion Fontaine.
Yep, against Marion Fontaine. But what he was trying to point that, EC3 is an Ohio guy, so you expect EC3 to get a pop with the AIW crowd out there in Ohio.
I wouldn't expect any less. Actually, Chris Sabin's on that card too, taking on Eric Ryan. So big weekend there, or I should say a big show there for AIW. Support them in Turner's Hall.
Fuck, man, I wish I was in Cleveland. Fuck you, LeBron James.
I will be that weekend.
I was in Cleveland. Oh, you're going to be there too? Oh, I hate you now.
I will be hitting up both AAW and AIW that weekend. Looking forward to it.
Oh, shit. You're going to be all over the world. Now you're going to come over here for PWG? Bring Tom with you.
I'm taking over.
I wish. If I had the money, I'd be going to all of these shows. I'd be flying left and right, just going to all these shows.
Never mind flying, brother. Never mind flying. We make those drives, put those kilometers in, my friend.
Hey, same here. I'll be if I have that coin too. I'll be going up in Smash Wrestling too. I'll be going to Ring of Honor in New York City. I'll be doing all that stuff, man. But hey, I got Ring of Honor coming around here to Vegas, 4-hour drive in March, and also March WrestleMania week up in the Bay Area, 6-hour drive north. So it's all good. But yeah, I'll be doing the same thing, man. If I had money, I'd be going to AEW. I'll be going all that shit all over the fucking place. And
hopefully I see you fellas soon.
I'll see you over here in California, man, and some PWG.
Hey, Tom, where are you out of, buddy?
I'm in New York.
Ah, okay. You going to be hitting up Excite Wrestling the 15th of November?
Possibly. Like I said, I've been saving up so much just to go to Final Battle alone.
Yeah, I hear you, man. So I'm just making
that trip down to New York City and taking trains, and it is so expensive down there. But
hey,
I always try to see what's going on.
Just let me know. The commentary spot's always open for you. Gonna be there checking out Excite Wrestling on the 15th. So.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll definitely let you know. Like I said, November is a huge month for independent wrestling.
It's a real big month. I can name off all the shows I'm going to. That's 11 shows I'm headed to in November, so definitely a big month for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of wrestling.
Plus the stuff I watch on TV, just imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe you guys could go to SummerSlam together next year in New York.
I'd rather not waste my money.
Over here in New York, I'll be going there.
I'd rather not waste my money.
All right, well, let's take another commercial break, and maybe we should talk a little bit New Japan coming up. All right, we'll be right back.
This is Ring of Honor superstar Nigel McGuinness, and you are listening to WrestlingHeads radio show. So stay tuned, you wankers.
All right, then, you wankers. We're going to be working on getting some new sound bites pretty soon. So, yeah. Yeah, we're back. I'm joined with these two wankers right here, Matt and Tom. I know, Tom, I know you follow New Japan a lot, but...
Hold on. You got to say it properly. The best tag team on God's green earth. There. That's all I'm going to throw out there.
Well, if Kix was on the show, he'll be like, I don't know about that. I got to hit up. There's Nick and Matt Jackson there.
Hey, look who they beat in the finals. Look who they've been beating nonstop lately. Those Young Bucks, man. I don't know. Red Dragon's got their number.
Yes, but Red Dragon has won the Super Junior Tag Tournament. Yeah, so Tom, I want to ask you, what's your thoughts of Red Dragon winning this tournament?
I think it's awesome. Obviously, there's being a big relationship between New Japan and Ring of Honor coming up. And I think that Red Dragon is going to take the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag titles off of the Time Splitters. I'm still saying that.
Actually, believe it or not, Tom, that is the rumor that's supposed to happen just because they're supposed to have Red Dragon on that Global Force pay-per-view to defend the titles, kind of to further the relationship between New Japan and Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the interesting part what Matt just said. Like, does Ring of Honor and Global Force have something they could work out with? You know what? Jeff Jarrett did meet with Ring of Honor officials a week or two ago. Maybe they have something planned. Who knows? But who knows? Maybe those three have something together with New Japan, Global Force, and Ring of Honor. But yeah, we gotta see what happens. I would love to see Red Dragon take IWGP Junior Tag belts, but who knows? You know, who knows? But I would like to see that happen. But yeah, I'm sure it was a great tournament, and I'm happy for Red Dragon to win it.
I'm looking forward to New Japan's show this weekend, Power Struggle. They got some good matches on that lineup. Of course, you know, the Time Splitters taking on Red Dragon for the Junior Heavyweight Tag titles. AJ Styles going against Yoshitatsu. I mean, I don't expect that to be a clinic, but it still should be interesting. Tomura Ishii taking on Hiroki Goto for the Never Openweight Championship. That should be awesome. And, of course, the main event, Nakamura taking on Shibata for the IWGP Intercontinental title. See, this is the thing. You know, this was a pay-per-view where the main heavyweight title isn't being defended. But because the Intercontinental title is so prestigious, is that you can put it as the main event, and nobody thinks of it differently. It's on the same level. I mean, WWE could learn so many things from how New Japan runs things in their company.
Yeah, you know, it's funny when you mentioned that Wrestle Kingdom, this past the Intercontinental main evented that show. So it's topped over the world title, you know?
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of it had to do, I think, because it was Nakamura taking on Tanahashi. I think that was a bigger matchup than Okada versus Naito. So I think that was a match that people kind of wanted to see more. But, I mean, it should be awesome. I mean, I wish, I mean, they only came around once in the past couple of years, but I wish the New Japan guys could come over to the States or North America even more. You know, I would love to see them in some of the independents. I mean, I wish I could see them on my TV with WWE, but I know that's probably never going to happen. I mean, so much talent over there.
Yeah, definitely. And Matt, you gotta check some New Japan out. I hope he follows it pretty soon. You know,
I actually began to a bit. I mean, especially with this whole tag team tournament going on. I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling, and especially with one of my favorite tag teams in the world, Red Dragon, being a part of it, along with the Young Bucks and the Time Splitters and all the great tag teams that New Japan has. I can't help but not get myself involved into the product at least a bit. I mean, I wish I was a little bit more involved than I was, but I guess that's what January's pay-per-view is going to do for me.
Yeah, definitely. You can end it by watching the Royal Rumble there. But, yeah, check it out. New Japan's having a show this weekend. You guys should check that out as well. And
I'm actually, I'm going to let you guys go here for the remainder of the show. You guys have a good rest of the show. It was nice being on. I'll throw out my Twitter quickly, @WeeklyW Podcast, and @Matthew Grant, First Days of 4. just check out all that. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. You guys take it easy. It was always good being back on WH Radio, and I'm sure I'll be back on real soon.
Yeah, definitely. And check out Lucha Underground, bro. Trust me, you're going to like that shit, dude. Trust me, man.
Hey, I'm checking out the main tonight. Easy.
Check it out, buddy.
All right, you guys take it easy.
Hit me up on Twitter and let me know what you thought of it.
Will do, buddy. You guys take it easy. Have a good rest of the show.
You too, man. Take care, bro.
Good here. Matthew Grant, ladies and gentlemen, from the Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Of course, they're always doing some great things, following independent wrestling so exclusively. Check them out at Weekly W Podcast.
Yeah, you guys gotta check that out.
I know Mr. Matthew Grant just posted some interviews, and he actually has one with the winner of the Battle of Los Angeles, Mr. Ricochet, up on YouTube. So if you look up Weekly Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, he has an interview with Mr. Ricochet. So check that out. It was interesting.
Yeah, definitely. You guys gotta check that out. Check it out, guys. They always do stuff at the Weekly Wrestling Podcast. You guys gotta check out their stuff. But anyways, you know what? Tom, when we started the show, I kind of made a little announcement that me and Skits will be at WrestleMania week out there. And I just saw something that Hulk Hogan is going to be in the Bay Area around the 12th. I'm guessing that's the pre-sale for WrestleMania. If you guys attend that San Jose show, when they were giving out the pre-sale, Hulk Hogan's going to be there. But there's going to be so much wrestling that week out there. You know, you got Ring of Honor there. You got Evolve. You got possibly Shine doing shows out there. Possibly an NXT TakeOver show happening there. There's also other things like Hall of Fame, the Raw the next day after, and I'm also hearing local independent shows like APW and maybe Hood Slam. There's like known companies from the Bay Area that they're bringing shows out there too. So that's a lot of shows, man. I don't know if I could attend them all, but it's gonna be crazy out there.
That is a lot of wrestling.
A lot of wrestling, you know. You got WWE, APW, Hood Slam, Ring of Honor, Evolve, Shine. That's a lot. I don't know if I could attend them all. And then it's possible of a freaking NXT show being there too, like a takeover. Jesus Christ, man, that's crazy. I'm trying to figure like what shows I'm be attending to. You know, I don't think I could go to all of them. You know.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I would love to go check out an NXT show because, you know, I never get to see Hideo Itami now and Finn Balor. I never seen those guys before, and I like to witness them for once, you know. And even though I see Kevin Steen a lot of times in PWG, I like to see him in how he's as Kevin Owens. And yeah, I like to see a takeover if it does happen out there. But you also got Evolve, which I've never been in an Evolve show as well. Me and Skid's going to try to figure out what the hell we're going to do out there. One, we out there in the Bay Area. Hopefully we'll do a show out there. You know, we'll do a show at the Bay Area. First time me and Skid do a show outside the Los Angeles area for once, you know?
Yeah.
You could be a part of, too. You could bring your voice in the San Francisco area.
And
yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Yeah, like I said, Hulk Hogan is scheduled to be in the Bay Area around the 12th. So people in the Bay Area listening, look it up, and maybe we'll see a little press conference there with Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania. And like I said, me and Skits are going to be there for WrestleMania week. We will buy our tickets this next week. So, yeah. Also, I wanted to make a little announcement. Anybody that's from the Los Angeles area, next weekend, on the same day the WrestleMania tickets go on sale, Frank & Sons Collectibles in the city of Industry. they're going to have an NWO reunion there. There's Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Eric Bischoff, and Six Pack. They're all going to be there signing autographs, taking pictures with their NWO shirts out there. I see that $75 to take a picture with all four of the NWO guys, and $120 to not only take a picture of all four, you get autographs from all four as well. And I think it's $20 from each individual from the NWO, which is not bad of a price. I mean, go out there, check out Frank and Sons. Go to frankandSons.com for more info. I'm trying to figure out what's the timing for this, because I know WrestleMania tickets go on sale at 9 o'clock Pacific time out here, and then hopefully they'll put out timing there. I hope it's not the same time as the WrestleMania tickets. That'd be crazy. So yeah, guys, if you're from LA, check it out. I'm sure Tom will be rocking an NWO shirt if he was in LA. He probably want to meet some Kevin Nash, some Scott Hall. Just for $75 to take a picture of all four of them? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's not like you're spending $100 to take a picture of all of them, but it's not like that crazy ass. I don't know if you heard a few months ago, Hulk Hogan was in San Diego. You had to pay $99 to take a picture with him. That was crazy.
Jesus. Just to get a picture. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and have him sign something was $120.
Unreal.
Yeah. So if you're gonna go to this thing right here, it's kind of crazy for them just to have a picture. $20. It's only for one of them. It's $20. But in having all four of them together, $75. That's crazy. But anyways, let's see what happens here.
This Thursday, I know you're speaking of Mr. Finn Balor. Thursday on NXT, I believe, I'm pretty sure, 100% positive, is his official debut.
Yeah,
and I'm excited. I am pumped.
Yeah, you know what? If you saw last week's episode of NXT, he did say, I'm going to bring a friend over. What I mean is Hideo Itami. So, yeah, he sees him bringing a friend over. So, let's see what happens. But anyone speaking, you want to talk NXT? What's your thoughts of Baron Corbin now? It seems like, do you think he's getting better, or because I have not heard one person that said he sucks. I have not heard one person yet that said he sucks.
I mean, I don't think he sucks, but I don't think he's like great. I think he's good. I like him. I like the character that he's doing. I like that he's kind of this silent monster, this big guy that just goes in there and kicks ass and something. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with him forward, if they put a manager with him to kind of speak for him, or what they do with him forward, what they do with this character. So it'll be interesting, but I'm liking what he's doing so far. I think he's better than, like a Mojo Rawley or a Bull Dempsey, where they try to build those guys up as, threats, and it wasn't really working.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel you on that. We'll see what happens. Baron Corbin, man, he's very interesting. You know what's funny, though? When he had that match, you hear the crowd, like, when the bell rang, they were starting counting already. They wanted to see how many seconds to get the win, If you noticed that, I don't know if you noticed that, but they were doing a little countdown there.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
Yeah. Speaking of something about last week that happened, last week on Impact, we got a new TNA World Champion, and that is Bobby Roode. He beat the Destroyer Lashley. I wonder what your thoughts, Tom, about Bobby Roode, now your new TNA World Champ.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, Bobby Roode is obviously one of the best talents on that roster. He's been one of the best talents on that roster for God knows how many years. So it's good to see him with the title again. But I did enjoy Bobby Lashley's reign, and I do feel like it was kind of cut short a little bit. But, we'll just see, what they do forward. I don't know what they plan on doing, with Bobby Roode. Who are they going to feud him with? Is, James Storm going to be a threat? Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see James Storm and Bobby Roode going at it for the title. Those guys were beer money at one point. But, like I said, Bobby Roode is great. I still see Lashley trying to go after the title, but my question is, if TNA has their new TV deal going on, and if so, will Lashley be part of the company? Because I know he does Bellator, and TNA is going to be leaving Spike TV pretty soon. So will Lashley be part of the company in the next few months? Because network changing and all that stuff for TNA, and what I'm hearing the network they're going to, I don't even have that channel, so that could be a big mistake for TNA going. And they're probably going to pay them less what Spike was paying them, so guys like Samoa Joe and Austin Aries could be going out the door pretty soon,
Yeah, who knows? Like I said, a lot of the guys on the TNA roster are getting booked more outside of TNA. The Wolves are getting booked more. Austin Aries is getting booked more. The Dudleys are getting booked more. EC3, Rockstar Spud. A lot of the guys are getting booked more toward the end of the year, so you don't know really what TNA's future is as of right now. Yeah,
definitely. You probably have to see the way about TNA. Hell, Lucha Underground could be my new Wednesday nights for wrestling, Yeah, Lucha Underground, it's a great product, but TNA, see what happens. I hope Bobby Roode World title reign saved that company somewhat, because I know a lot of people love Bobby Roode. They're happy that he is the new world champion. Interesting to see who we'll be going against outside against Lashley. I don't know who they could put him in. Hopefully not someone like Bram, who's trying to take over the hardcore division out there, which is kind of crazy. The guy is nuts too, but I don't know what the hell he's trying to do with the hardcore division out there. But yeah, see what happens. And Bobby Roode is your new TNA World Champion, and hopefully it continues on. And another thing, I just want to see something here. Okay, it's just been reported today that Alberto Del Rio says that he's going to be working with Lucha Underground next year. So, Tom, I know you only saw one episode of Lucha Underground, but what's your thoughts of Del Rio possibly going to Lucha Underground next year?
I think it would be good. I think Alberto Del Rio would be the perfect guy to be like the sleazy nephew or the sleazy relative to Cueto, the main owner of Lucha Underground, the main character on that. I feel like Alberto Del Rio would be the main heel, somehow being his relative, and he would play that role so well. So I think it would be good to see Del Rio in Lucha Underground, so I like it.
You know what? I don't know if they'll give him that role, but, the thing is though that, in the WWE, he's been mentioned that he is the nephew of Mil Máscaras, so I don't think they're going to, disrespect Del Rio that way and not mention he's the nephew there, but he will probably, they probably will mention that he was part of a family of Mil Máscaras and Dos Caras, but, he will. Basically, whatever he's doing in AAA is basically what he's doing in Lucha Underground. The thing is, though, we gotta know when, though. When exactly next year? Because I don't know. Well, I thought that he cannot perform in the United States until his year of his WWE contract. His year anniversary runs through in. We have to wait pretty much a year for that. But then I was told from Ring of Honor coach, Chris, he just told me earlier today that supposedly he got cut down so he could be working on the United States sooner than rather than later. So if that's the case, I don't know if the second season of Lucha Underground is possible to see Del Rio, because they're going to start doing tapings here again in the Los Angeles area. They said January they're going to start doing tapings again, so I don't know if that's enough time to have Del Rio to debut that in Lucha Underground, but we'll see. I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a roll down when I'm over there in those second season taping. But just in the meantime, people just check out the first season. It seems great. I like the little backstage stuff they're doing with Cuerdo and Chavo, and Cuerdo and Conan thing was pretty cool. Yeah, guys, just check it out. And hold on, Tom, do you watch Shoots by any chance?
I watch a shoot from time to time.
Have you watched Ricardo Rodriguez shoot?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen some clips from it.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. Like, he mentioned about how things in the WWE is, and he probably said some harsh shit about them. So I haven't seen it yet, but I'm hearing it's pretty good. So all you guys check out the shoot of Ricardo Rodriguez, because I've heard it is really, really that good. And Del Rio shoot's coming up. So, just imagine a Del Rio shoot.
Yeah, that's definitely that's gonna be interesting to see what he says.
Yeah, because he's running his mouth saying that WWE's racist, they don't like Latinos and all that stuff. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I don't know if management really has something against the Hispanics, but at the same time, you got to really think about it. Look at the history to give the strap to Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to say that they are racist in some way, but you still got Kalisto there. You still got Sin Cara, which we all know he's not the original, but you still got Sin Cara out there. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Pretty much, I gotta hear it from the horse's mouth. Pretty much, if they are racist, but right now I cannot comment on that. So we'll see what happens if this is for a shoot. But whenever the real shoot is, I'm gonna listen to it, and I want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear more about it, about that whole WWE thing, if it's true or not. So let's see. I gotta listen to it. So you gotta check out that shoot. And we are running out of time for the show, and somewhat, but I think we should give our plug-ins. So I'm gonna start off saying just follow Wrestling Heads. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, Wrestling Heads. Just separate on there while you're on Facebook, and also you can follow me at Sinister632 on Instagram and Vine as well. Twitter, just follow me, Sinister632. And another thing, I just want to put a little message of the guy who keeps calling, the prank callers at 337. You suck balls, man, and I know where you're at. You're in Louisiana, motherfucker. So, check it out. Oh, and also, before you guys are wondering about the classic match of the week and Wrestling Heads, I'm working on when I'm going to do it. I will do one again. I'm working on one, so next time I'll do it. I'll see. I'm going to try to get on there. I know you keep saying I'll work on it, but I just want to just give me some patience, or just give me some time. I'll try to figure the whole thing out. So, if I can send you out some more classic match of the week on the Wrestling Heads website. So, keep an eye on that. So, all right, Tom, you want to give all your plugs?
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter at @2tweetme. Give me a follow on there. I'm sure to follow you back. Also, like I said before, we had Matthew Gren on. You could follow him at Weekly W Podcast, or Matthew Grant and replace the A in Matthew with N. You get to follow both those things, so be sure to check him out. Check out Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Check out the Indie Power Rankings, everything involved with those guys. Good group of guys. They know what they're doing. They talk about indie wrestling more than anybody else, and they follow up with everything. So check them out. And, yeah, be sure to check out WrestlingHeads.com. A lot of good stuff on there, as always.
Yeah, just go on WrestlingHeads.com, check all the writer stuff. Check out Chris's international stuff. Talk to him. I just not only New Japan, but Noah and Stardom with all these chicks out there. You got to check that out, too. And, I guess until Thursday, we'll be
and I was
out.
actually going to, I don't know if you guys talked about this before I got on air, but before we go off air, what did you think of the network being delayed in England, in the UK?
Yeah, we were talking about that, and we're like, fuck, man, what the hell's going on here? You know, it's like, shit. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, and I don't understand why you would want to piss off, the UK has a big wrestling fan base. And, there's these whole discussions between WWE and Sky and what's going on between them, and both sides are blaming, the other party. And it's just a big mess. And it's funny because, like I said, WWE next week is going on a huge tour of the UK and Europe, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, okay. About this whole UK thing, did they give them a new date when the network's coming out, or?
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
it was really weird, like I said, because I think it was like 15 minutes before the network was supposed to debut, and then it just stops, and then it gets delayed, and there's no explanation, from WWE other than the network's been delayed. So all the people over in the UK, it sucks. So sorry to you guys.
Yeah, I know we got some UK listeners up in here. UK, I remember someone called in from the UK up in here before, so I feel bad for the guys in UK, and I hope you guys get the network pretty soon. It's great. I just hopefully when over there in Canada they get the VOD thing solved, because Matt was here and he mentioned that that it's still not have no VOD in the UK, so that freaking sucks. I mean, I want every country to get what we have, so I wish luck with them in the future about that. So just keep on subscribing. Maybe one day you'll get to end up watching Nitro for once, So check it out, and if you guys are not yet to subscribe to their network, they're doing a free thing for 1 month. You can watch Survivor Series for free, which sucks that I'm not going to be watching Survivor Series. I could watch it. I'm going to a freaking Rams Charger game that same day as Survivor Series, so damn it. All right, well, hopefully the St. Louis Rams don't play like the New York Giants last night. And until Thursday, well, the way the Chargers have been playing, I don't know. I doubt it. But until Thursday, we're out. Peace.
Peace.